Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your 38th favorite dad in the family community, Papa West, Jacob West. Looking dapper as ever. Some would say it makes you want to buy furniture from me. We'll see. But I am here to inform everybody that I just did a Full Metal Classic. And I did okay. Scored a total of 4 points. Didn't move on to round number 3. But I never move on to round number 3. I've done it once. I will probably never do it again. Can almost guarantee I'll never win it because I don't know movies that well. But we are not here to listen to me talk about how well I did in a trivia match. We are not here to talk about how awesome Full Metal Trivia is. Check them out. They're a pretty cool channel. We are not here to talk about anything except for one big thing. About a month and a half, 2 months, I don't remember exactly when, I promised you a tournament. I have the Carmel Mountain, Mr. Ryan Pain in my ass, has been telling me, Jacob, I need a challenger for my belt. That's right. That is my horrible Ryan Payne impersonation. But when he talks to me, he does a horrible Macho Man Randy Savage impersonation. So whose was better? I don't know. Ryan, here you go. I'm going to give you a challenger. And there's no way to be fair and be like, here's 6 random people. We're going to find someone to take you on. It's not fair because TMG Trivia hasn't been going that long. I haven't been running it that long. Most everyone's only had one match, if you've had one. There are 4 people who are lucky enough to have had 2. But most people have only had one. So I don't know. There's some people who are 1-0 who should have lost. There are some people who are 0-1 should have won. So what I'm going to do, I have 2 wheels set up. I will show them to you here in a second. I'm going to spin some wheels. I'm going to get some names, and I'm going to make a bracket as I show some comments. Malcolm, everyone could win Classic some stage. Hunter has done it once. Congratulations, Hunter, on winning it. I don't know exactly when that was. I know it was a while ago. That's right. Anyone can win. I know there was a match that I didn't partake in that I got every single round 3 question right, and everyone who was in round 3 got them all wrong. It can happen. I haven't been fortunate enough to play in one of those yet, but that's why you keep trying, ladies and gentlemen. Another Malcolm throwing in. Ryan's Macho Man impression is better. That's true. Had I been doing my Macho Man impersonation, different story. But without further ado, because I'm afraid if I wait too much longer, my computer will crash and burn on me, I'm going to bring up the wheel. And I just noticed this is the wrong wheel. It's the joys of not naming your stuff, because I have 2 different tabs open that are wheeliside.com. That is the correct wheel. So this is going to be the first wheel that I spin. What this first wheel is and why this wheel is special, this is everybody who has won a match in TMG singles. Whether it was at the original inception before I ran it, whether it was at the current conception, whatever word I just used that I immediately forgot of, with me running it. If you have a win, your name should be on this wheel. On today's wheel, we have Robert Kastner, Anthony Tisdall, Hunter Chambliss. Yes, Hunter has won a TMG singles match. Chris Diaz, Matty G, Matt Beer, Bruce Boyd, Ryan Permison, Kirby French, Jeremy Adams, Joe Fairley, Zachary Shelton, Luis Buss, the very nice and non-toxic gentleman, I must say, Richie Goodacre, Steve Mesa, Brandon Dunlap, who just won, if you haven't watched the match that dropped yesterday, Abel Dalou, Jacob West, and then James Puckett. Now you might be saying to yourself, pretty sure I saw James Puckett lose in a match. You are correct. James is the one exception to the rule. Here's why. I have not gotten anybody's permission on this because this is my league. Had you have watched James Puckett take on Luis Buss, he had a fantastic match. He almost won it, and then it was just something on my end. I declared him the winner when he wasn't actually the winner yet, and I think it affected him a little bit in his round 3. And I just want to say, James, I am sorry. I try to be professional. I try to be correct 99.9% of the times. But it happens that I get it wrong. I declared him the winner when he wasn't the winner. We fixed it before we even went on to post-match interviews. But you could just see all the momentum that he had just leave him. So, James, this is me making it up to you. You are on the winner's wheel, and what that means, this is a 32-person tournament. There's not 32 people on this wheel. Everyone who is on this wheel is guaranteed a spot in the tournament. Not gonna lie to you, I have no idea how many people are on this wheel because I didn't count it whenever I first made it. But I will find out here pretty soon how many people are on this wheel. And then what I'm gonna do, I do have a secondary wheel, which you got a glimpse of. That secondary wheel is everybody who has lost or has not competed. They are going to be on the secondary wheel. I'm going to spin this wheel until everybody's name is off, and then I will spin the other wheel to fill 32 people. I will also spin it just a couple extra times to have some alternates in case people have to step away. What I'm going to do, I will make a post having everyone on there, everyone who's in the tournament. And if you don't want to compete, private message me. Then I will make a note that you are not competing. I will put one of the alternates in there. And then I'll also try to have some like mid-card matches. Kevin likes to do that with TM Geek. So I'll do it with TMG singles. Especially with people who haven't competed in a while and also people who haven't competed at all. Just to get them on there. My initial plan was to have everyone play again to try to get it, but it takes me a while to do matches, and I wanted to get this tournament done at some point. Malcolm, who's that Jacob West fellow? I'm surprised that he has won a match. Yeah, very first TKO in TMG singles. It was awesome. It was like one of the first matches ever, too. So, and then I lost shortly after to one of the people on this wheel. So, without further ado, let's spin this wheel. It's going to land on somebody. They're going to be the first person in the wheel. And it is actually the first person that I put on the wheel, Robert Kastner. Now, this isn't necessarily seedings. So, Robert's not necessarily the number 1 overall seed. He's probably going to be the number 1 overall seed, because I'm probably just going to do that exactly. But Robert Kastner, the first person to be on the tournament. Number 2. Is going to be Luis Buss, of course, the gentleman who beat James Puckett to be on this wheel. Next we have Bruce the Shark Boyd at number 3. Now we're realizing how horrible my computer is. And this just started too. Chris Diaz in at number 4. Matt Beer at number 5. Again, someone who competed in one of the very first matches. Did not win by TKO, but won. Steve Mesa is at number 6. And as you notice, the wheel slices are getting bigger and bigger based on every time I spin. Just because I'm taking people out. Because I don't want to be like, oh no, they already showed up. Zachary Shelton in at number 7. Chris Diaz will, hello there. Making that comment shortly after you popped up on the wheel. So that's luck right there. Jeremy Adams in at number 8. Next is myself, Jacob Papa West, in at number 9. Richie Goodacre in at number 10. James Puckett in at number 11. Brandon Dunlap in at number 12. Ethan Hubbard, General Kenobi. I understood that reference. Which, if you watch Full Metal Classic, you would have known I got a Star Wars question in Full Metal Classic that I got correct. Anthony Tisdall is at number 13. Kirby French, I will spoil this wheel just to let you all know. In at number 14. Number 15 is going to be, we have to actually wait for the wheel to stop. Joe Fairley, Hot Fuzz himself, who also just had a birthday. Happy early birthday, Joe. For all of y'all saying, Papa, his birthday was yesterday or today or whatever day it actually was. Yeah, I know. I'm early for next year. First person to wish you happy birthday, Joe. Don't forget it. Matty G in at 16. Abel Deleu in at 17. Now it's a Pokeball. So now I ask you, Who's that Pokemon? It's Hunter Chambliss. Which means the last person to be spun, I'll go ahead and spoil it because I'm 100% sure it's going to be Ryan Permisson. There we go. And now everyone's name is back up on the wheel. But Clefairy and then some choice symbols at the end. I also understood that reference. So there were 19 people on that wheel, just so you're aware. Robert Kastner, Luis Buss, Bruce Boyd, Chris Diaz, Matt Beer, Steve Mesa, Zachary Shelton, Jeremy Adams, myself, Richie Goodacre, James Puckett, Brandon Dunlap, Anthony Tisdall, Kirby French, Joe Fairley, Matty G, Abel DeLu, Hunter Chambliss, and Ryan Permisson. But they were already confirmed for the tournament. This isn't really all that exciting. So that is why I have this wheel that's popping up. There we go. A lot more names on this wheel. This wheel is for everybody who has not competed in TMG singles and or has not won a match. On this wheel, I scrolled way too far. I have Antonio Chavez, Kevin Poss, Russell Howell, Jordan Anderson, Dan Skip Allen, Chad Webb, Aaron Canole, and yes, I know I double capitalized his name. I did that on purpose. Alec Miller, Calvin Shepard, Tim Stephen, Stephen Boyd, Malcolm Lay, you're in the comments. Ethan Klein, Henry Sanchez, Matthew Rodriguez, Jeremy Potter, Jake Tato, David Garcia, Ethan Hubbard, also in the comments, Chris Burden, Robbie Moore, Dub Dubs, and John Maher. These are everyone who has not competed and has messaged me saying they want to compete or commented on that post that I made recently, or everyone who has competed and has not won a match. So with that, we're going to fill out this 32-man tournament. Looks like there will be 12 spots, maybe 13. I suck at numbers. I know, but I can count basic math, which is why I can keep score. I also forgot to mute this thing. I will do that here in a second. But first, the first person in the tournament from this wheel, Jeremy Potter. Jeremy's someone who has not competed. He is going to be making his TMG singles debut in the tournament. There we go. I realize that clicking sound annoys some people. I've also had a really stressful day. I don't feel like dealing with the wheel making random noises. The second person in the tournament, one of my best friends, Kevin Poss. Kevin, congratulations. You are in the tournament. Kevin, of course, has competed in TMG singles where he lost to Richie Goodacre in a very exciting match that went to sudden death. Be sure to check that one out, because I'm pretty sure that's not one of the ones I deleted. Calvin Shepard. Calvin is in the tournament. Calvin, we have actually only seen once in TMG Trivia. It was in TMG Singles where he took on Steve Mesa. So I know he's wanting some revenge for that. This one's close, but it barely goes to David Garcia. Someone I was actually kind of surprised signed up for this tournament, or signed up for the roster. David is a huge threat in Geek, and he has said he's not great in movies, but he decided to sign up, so we'll see if he's been working on his general movie knowledge. Because if he does, he can be dangerous. The next person, Aaron Canole. Of course, Aaron is the head of Movie Battlegrounds. He lost. I don't remember who he played against, because that was a long time ago. The next person, another debuting rookie, Matthew Rodriguez. Chris, thank you for that. Chris Diaz beat him, if you're wanting to know who Aaron lost to. Oh, so long ago. Ooh, is it going to land on someone in the comments? Ethan, I'm sorry. Went a little bit too far. It is Jake Tato. Mr. Tato's 24-hour challenge. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's incredible what he does. He writes a match in like 24 hours on whatever topic you want it to be, for the most part. The next person, we all know him. Some of us like him. I'm sure all of us like him. I don't know anyone who doesn't like him. Dan Skip Allen. Dan lost in a three-way. I believe it was him, Chad Webb, and Robert Kastner. The next person, Notorious himself, Russell Howell. Russell has competed, lost to Ryan Permison in a very exciting match. That was a fun match to be a part of. Number 29, Danger himself, and also someone who lost in that three-way, Chad Webb. Chad, congrats. I know you were wanting to compete. I'm like, I can't promise it. I'm promising it now. As long as you are willing, you are competing. Nice. Next, number 30, Antonio the Assassin Chavez. Antonio, if you're in the comments, I saw some of your comments in Full Metal Classic because you were watching that, and Amaru was posting comments up while we were competing. How you doing, buddy? Next, number 31, another debuter, John Maher. I do not know how to pronounce your last name, but that is why you will correct me once you're in a video with me. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. The number 32 seed, 32nd person to be in this tournament. I'm not going to read the names who are on there because, to be honest, there are two that I cannot read due to that shadow. Oh, I can make it out. We have Dubs, Robbie Moore, Chris Burden, Ethan Hubbard, Henry Sanchez, Ethan Klein, Malcolm Lay, Stephen Boyd, Tim Steven, Alec Miller, and Jordan Anderson. Only one of these men will be guaranteed a spot in the tournament. Some of these will be listed as alternates, but let's see how the cookie crumbles. Chris Burden. is going to be our 32nd competitor. Has not competed in TMG singles. I believe he has competed on TMG teams. I believe he is on the team Bros Before Schmoes. So there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll go ahead and stop sharing that screen. And it'll be me again. Magic. Power of editing. Neither. It's just the software of StreamYard. I'm going to go ahead and relay the tournament one more time. We have Robert Kastner, Luis Buss, Bruce Boyd, Chris Diaz, Matt Beer, Steve Mesa, Zachary Shelton, Jeremy Adams, myself, Richie Goodacre, James Puckett, Brandon Dunlap, Anthony Tisdall, Kirby French, Joe Fairley, Matty G, Abel DeLu, Hunter Chambliss, Ryan Permison, Jeremy Potter, Kevin Poss, Calvin Shepard, David Garcia, I missed my spot, Aaron Canole, Matthew Rodriguez, Jake Tato, Dan Skip Allen, Russell Howell, Chad Webb, Antonio Chavez, John Mayer, and Chris Burden. If you are on that wheel and your name was not spun, do not worry. There's still a possible chance that you will make it into the tournament. Again, after the stream, I'll spin it a couple times to get some alternates because real life happens. Some people have to drop out for whatever reason. I hope that's not the case, but it always is the case. So always look out, and I'll throw matches in randomly in the middle of tournament play. So we'll definitely see you around. But for that, I will have a bracket out. I will make an official bracket. Once I make that official bracket, send your predictions in to me. I guess that's something that can work. I imagine there's something I can do to get it to work. I don't know a lot about technology, especially internet stuff, even though I managed a phone store for 4.5 years. But be on the lookout because I'll be posting a bunch of stuff about the tournament here in the next couple days. I will start making some green rooms here probably beginning of next week. And I will see you all when I see y'all. Y'all have a great one. Again, follow the tournament. It'll be fun. It's going to take forever in a couple days, but we'll get it done. Ryan, someone will beat you, I swear. Maybe at the end of this tournament, we'll see. I'm betting it's going to happen. So we'll see. And then you can quit being a pain in my ass because you've got a competitor. But for everyone with TMG Trivia, I've been your 38th favorite dad in the family community, Papa West. Y'all have fun. Stay safe. Or don't. I don't care. I'm not your dad. But I could be your papa.